Hello, I'm Sally, the owner of Sal Studios. I design and letterpress print wedding invitations, and today I'm going to be showing you how to adhere your vintage stamps to your envelopes. Whether you've ordered your stamps by yourself online or you've ordered them directly from me, this video will show you exactly what you need to do to adhere your stamps to your envelopes and get them through the post office. If you did order your stamps from me and you selected the DIY option, that means that your stamps are not going to arrive adhered to your envelopes and that you'll need to do this yourself. So you've probably noticed by now that most recent stamps from the post office will arrive with adhesive on the backing so that you just peel them off and you put them on your envelope and it's super easy. But vintage stamps do not have that. You have to adhere them to the envelopes yourself, and your first instinct might be to just simply lick and put these on or use a sponge with water. However, I don't recommend this. Some vintage stamps, especially the older they are, they lose their adhesiveness over time. So I recommend using something that has a little bit of glue in it so that you really make sure those stamps are on there super good and will get through the mail without any issues. So there's two different adhesives that I would recommend. The first is our envelope moistener, which is what I use personally every time I adhere vintage stamps. This is linked below, and it's also what I recommend you use to seal your envelopes. So double whammy if you buy these, you can use it for both purposes. If you don't want to get envelope moistener, then a standard glue stick will work as well. I like the one with the disappearing purple ink, just because then if you accidentally get glue around your envelopes at all, it doesn't show up as bad. And like I said, yeah, just anything that has some sort of glue in it is going to work a lot better than just licking or using a sponge with water. So whether you ordered online or you ordered from me, your stamps will likely come in blocks or sheets like this, and you'll need to go through and tear these so they are individual stamps. So I typically just score, fold, and tear. Make sure to get all the little edges around as well. Some stamps will be easier than others, you'll notice, but then just kind of make individual piles for each stamp design. Okay, so once you have them all separated into piles, I would put them in order of how you're going to set them out on your envelope, just so that you can easily go along the line and put them on. So I'm going to use the envelope moistener because that's my preference. Grab a stamp, just put it on all four corners, and then I'd start with the top right corner and just kind of find that to get it straight. The good thing about envelope moistener is that you can kind of move it around once you get it on there to get it into a place that you like. And then you just go down the line, kind of squeeze this while I go. It's just easiest for me. You can also just like put it on the table and do it if that's easier for you, but go down the line, add those. This envelope moistener needs to be a little refreshed, but you get the point. And there you go. So you'll just continue adding all your designs on all of your envelopes. One thing I would recommend is just making sure not to stack your envelopes directly on top of each other for a few minutes after you've added the stamps, just to make sure that any excess glue that might have gotten around the stamps doesn't stick to the envelope behind it or in front of it and cause any rips or tears or anything. Usually after a minute or two, the glue should be dried and you'll be fine. And that is all. Your envelope should be looking really pretty and be ready to go to the post office. If you have any questions, feel free to comment below and I'll do my best to answer them.